Good morning and welcome to the little apartment on the prairie. We are on our way to the food pantry, not the one in my town, but one in a little town about 20 minutes away. And I am with my friend Mike. Say hi, Mike.
Hi.
Well, you can't really see Mike because he's like this big glare from the sun. Anyway, you can see our pretty blue sky and the snow is melting. And Mike is here visiting from Ohio, so he's going to the food pantry with me today. And we're picking up food for a neighbor of mine who's not able to go himself. And Mike was asking last night about how that works, and I'll tell you how it works. It varies a little bit from place to place, but usually when they have a food pantry where they make you sign in and stuff, somebody has to have like a piece of paperwork filled out that says somebody's allowed to pick up their stuff for them. But they're not really doing that right now because of the pandemic. You just drive through and tell them how many people. Since there are 2 people in the car, they'll give us 2 boxes of food, and we'll take one home to my neighbor and the other one for us. So we'll show you when we get there and see how long the line is, and then I'll show you what we get. All right. We are here in line. That building over there, that brown building with like the pointed roof, that is the Knights of Columbus Hall, and that's where the food pantry is held. There are about 15 cars in front of us, and we are an hour and 45 minutes before the food pantry is supposed to start. So this is how long the line is, or how early people like start lining up to get food. And it did not used to be, people didn't used to show up 2 hours early. This is something new. Isaac says we've been waiting in line for a very long time. So does Mike. We've been waiting for about an hour, and hopefully things will be starting up soon. All right, it's 10:47, and you can see the food truck has arrived. Now we're going to wait for them to start distributing food, and sometimes they do it as soon as like half an hour early, which would be great because that would just be about 15 minutes. And we're getting a little tired of waiting here. All except for, wait for it, him, who's perfectly happy waiting as long as it takes. So the line is moving now. You can see some of the line behind us. And here's the line in front of us. And after we pick up our food, when we head out, you'll get an idea of how long. I think you'll be able to see how long the line is. It is 11:17. So we've been here an hour and a half waiting. While we were sitting in line, we were looking at the license plates of other cars, and we saw there were people from at least 3 counties that were here getting food. So people were driving from other counties to this county and then waiting in line for 2 hours or more to get their food. Here's a guy directing traffic. Here's people handing out the food. They ask you, if they see 2 people in the car, they ask you if you need 1 thing or 2 things. He said we came a long way because we're in Mike's car from Ohio. And they just put it in the car and then you go. Okay, and if you can see traffic up ahead, it's there to go all the way around the block where we just came from. So all these cars were getting ready to pass up here. All those cars lined up on the side of this street. We were way down there. All these cars are all waiting in line to get their food. Let's see. 4, Yeah, so far I see people from 3 different counties. And when you got people that are going to drive for that distance and wait in line for 2 hours in their car to get food, these are not people, there's another county. Okay, so there's at least 4 different counties. So these are not people who just thought, gee, I don't feel like going grocery shopping. You know, you don't do this because it's more fun than going grocery shopping, or, you know, you do it because you really need the food. All right, so when we get home, we will show you what we got. Okay, we are home. We're gonna see what we got from the food pantry. In addition to this really big box of stuff, we also got a gallon of 2% milk and I didn't pay attention to how many pounds, maybe 5 pounds of chicken leg quarters. They were like seasoned, some kind of I don't know, looked like something spicy. I won't eat it. I'm gonna give that to a neighbor. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 ramen beef flavors. We got 2 packages of spaghetti. We got a box of macaroni and cheese, which I'm hungry right. Oh, we got 2 boxes of mac and cheese. I'm hungry right now. This all sounds good. I'm gonna eat lunch in just a minute. Mashed potato flakes, instant potatoes, stuffing mix, Kashi trail mix chewy granola bars, which sound really good, buttermilk pancake mix, and syrup, cheeseburger flavor, I think it's like a hamburger helper. Yeah, hamburger helper, cheeseburger flavor stuff. Couple cans of chicken. Isaac's being nosy. Couple cans of tomato pasta sauce. And a couple cans of soup. And today we got New England clam chowder. I won't eat that. I don't eat meat. I'll give this to a neighbor. But most of this is actually stuff that I can eat. And that's what we got today. We also got a box from Amazon that we're going to open while we're here. I think it's stuff for Isaac, but it's something somebody else ordered, not something I ordered, so we'll see what it is. And we got, let's see if there's an Isaac. It did not come with a card. Let's see, oh, we got a candle. Okay, we got a Mrs. Meyer's scented soy candle, hard-working homekeeping. What's the scent? It's a basil candle. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Oh, it's nice. You want to smell it, Isaac? I know, you're not interested in the candles. You're interested in this other stuff. He got these Zen treats, which are bacon flavored. They have hemp in them. They're supposed to be like relaxing, calming treats for dogs. And then we also got bone meal, which sounds disgusting. It's ground up bone. It's like a powdered form of it. That's what he's sniffing for. Because Isaac eats raw food, which I've talked about before, but he can't have, or he can have it still, but he eats whole bones. Like you can give him a chicken leg, he'll eat the bone and all. You can give him a whole rabbit carcass minus the head, he'll eat the whole thing. But I don't know if I've done a video on this. Isaac, let them see your eye. You can't see it very good in this picture. His left eye is like drooping some, the lower eyelid. The nerve, the cancer is putting pressure on the nerve behind his eye is what the vet thinks. And so as that starts to affect muscles in his face, it may be hard for him to chew up bone. And so one of the things we wanted for him, and someone bought us, and I don't know who bought this because there's no note with it. But somebody bought the bone meal, which will let him have the you know, all the nutrients from the bone without having to chew up a bone. Whiskers, don't chew on the ramen noodles. Alright, so that's it for the food pantry today. Let me know what you've got lately at the food pantry and if you've been noticing longer lines. Do me a favor, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you would leave a comment, YouTube likes that. The more people interact with a video, the more it comes up when people search food pantry videos in YouTube. So that's helpful. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you hit that little bell icon, YouTube is supposed to tell you when I post something new. Okay, everybody have a great day. It's supposed to be 55 degrees here, or 54 degrees, something nice. We're going to go outside and take Isaac for a long walk.